Buenos tacos, blessings to all. I think it's December 13th. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, Salam Alaikum, all that other good stuff. Any opinions of those are of mine and not the company upon which I currently work for. I think I'm pretty much giving up on trying to appease our safety team that we have with the company. I had on my way to my previous job here in Nebraska, between Salt Lake City and North Platte. I know I had at least 3 people cut me off, 2 semis, 1 4-wheeler, where on the dash the proximity icon was yellow. And I'm pretty sure eventually here in the next day or two I'll see a thing on the app that says, oh, do you have a critical event that you need to review? And one's probably going to be the 4-wheeler, and probably the other one was a semi-truck. It might show up, I don't know. And they're gonna be, oh, if I'm gonna appeal it, but they're gonna be, oh, yeah, you didn't brake hard enough, or you didn't brake enough. Yeah, so I'm gonna brake and cause an accident with the vehicles behind me. Anyways, it's only a 1 penny per mile extra bonus type of thing that I get for safety, a safety bonus for no critical events or no accidents. Once you get one critical event, really honest, aside from getting more points within the company, which eventually adds up and they can, I guess, fire you for having too high of points. But I mean, once it happens the first time and you appeal it and like, oh no, you didn't brake hard enough, or no, you didn't do something right, there's no point in me trying anymore as far as trying to appease the stupid safety team, because I mean, what's the point? It's a penny, right? They already pay you crap, and they try to find any way possible to keep you from getting that extra penny. And so there's 3 cents, a bonus of 3 cents extra. There's 3 different categories, 1 cent per mile for each of these categories. If you miss any one thing, you don't get the cent per mile for the next month. So one category is your accidents and your critical events. Another one is being late, or actually it's on time, but if you're late, scratch it. And then the third category is the daily daily commitments and your safety meetings and your weekly huddle call that you have with your manager. You miss anything, you miss a day, what they call is a daily 5. So every day you're supposed to submit what is the time for your next stop. I guess that's on your job, basically. What your ETA is to that next stop. And there's a checkbox if you're on time or not. And then the third one is your PTA, which is your projected time of availability, of when you're expected to be available for the next job. And then there's your hours available for how many driving hours you have available today, tomorrow, and the third day. And the manager wants these sent in by 5:30, 6:30, something like that, mountain time in the morning. Which, if you're sleeping at that time, it's really kind of hard to do. But they don't understand that. They want it regardless. And there's another commitment that you have to do. It could be safe driving habit, some kind of thing with driving. The one that is mandatorily selected for me is creep mode, which is in parking lots. I'm supposed to engage the creep mode, and limits the tractor speed to under 5 miles an hour. If you have a loaded trailer or something, the truck creeps around 3 or 4 miles an hour, give or take. So that's a daily commitment thing. That's also that you're supposed to do every day. Saying that you've either done it or not. There's a yes or no check mark in the date selector. So if you miss that commitment, the daily 5 commitment, or if you miss a huddle call, because there's not always all the time where I'm listening ours is every Thursday, and sometimes I'm either, now you can call in within a week before it goes away to listen to that week's huddle. And then after that, it's gone, and you don't have that chance. And then every month, there's a safety video that the company itself puts out. So if you miss any one of those, there goes another penny. So, yeah. I mean, the only reason why I'm doing this is just I'm giving up as far as the safety thing goes. I'm going to keep driving as defensively as I can, but if somebody cuts me off, I'm not stomping on the brakes. I guess it's written on the back somewhere that says, please cut me off, because I get cut off. It's ridiculous. So I was like, what's the point of hitting the brakes anymore? It's like, I was there for, I think, a day or two, at least a couple days, where anybody within the radar indicated, that I perceived was under 100 feet, and most of the time I was pretty good at guessing, but I would get on the brakes. City traffic, rural highway traffic, whatever, anywhere I was, if somebody cut me off, I would be on the brakes. And of course, it'd create a headache for people behind me, but the company doesn't care about what's going on behind you. They just want to care about what the camera sees. So it's whatever. They don't want to pay you for crap. I've had one accident where it was my fault, and I was in a parking lot. I was back in September, I think. The whole perceiving motion when you're actually moving and everything isn't, but you don't perceive that you're moving and you think the other object is moving. That's what happened. It was the Joplin TA, and I basically released the brakes, drive, took my foot off the brake. There's a hold mode that these tractors apparently have, and I know this one does have it. If you stamp on the brakes hard enough, the hold indicator will show up on the dash. Now, I was driving the International at the time, and that International did not give certain indications for certain things. I know it's my fault. I mean, I took pictures and everything and submitted it and all. So that was the first accident. The second one was in Austin, Texas. But it wasn't my fault. I was stopped on the street, had my four-ways on, had my lights on, and where the receiver was, there wasn't any specific instructions on where to go. So I was sitting there trying to figure out what to do. And in front of me was a no truck traffic, basically, the sign that says no trucks. So I'm in a small pickle. Really technically can't go forward. Backing up, the intersection is basically right behind me. There's a service road perpendicular to behind me. And I'm just off of that. And a vehicle coming off of that access road, turning right, came around the corner too fast. There was another vehicle that opposite direction I was going, was at the stop sign. This car that came in, hit that vehicle, bounced off of it, and hit my trailer and blew the tire on the rear tandem on the trailer. Bent the rim. Not my fault. That was not counted against me. So, but anyway, so if you're in, accidents that are your fault, yeah, it's definitely not good with the company. But I don't have, aside from the one incident in the parking lot where I rolled backwards. Yeah. And then the rest of it is just critical events per the company that the stupid camera has recorded. So, like I said, I'm just going to keep driving the way I drive. I'm going to stop being the whole timid, sheepish driver now, because like I said, everybody cuts me off. There's a sign somewhere, maybe it's floating above my head. Maybe this is that whole altered reality where there's a neon sign floating above the truck that says cut me off. Whatever. Well, hope you guys are having a good day out there. Been watching other videos, people who work with CR England. Kind of interesting, but I'm in that boat where I needed money. They were the first ones to say, come on. So here I am. 5 months into this, and the trailer maintenance is okay, so here's another one. The trailer maintenance. This current trailer I have, actually no, this one and then the one I was looking at last night, I went and looked in the records, and you can look up all the DVIRs for the trailer for, I don't know how far back, but I went back 4 or 5 months to look at the records to see what, if anything. That was a flat nose Kenworth. I think that was a Kenworth. Cab over, excuse me, not flat nose. I can't even get the words right. Anyways, just to see, that might be something I start doing, but there was no defects reported on both trailers that I looked at. And the other trailer I looked at was in worse condition than this trailer. No defects. But I had 2 tires that needed a replacement on this trailer, so the job I had this morning was canceled, or was removed. Like, I'm not going to get comp for it because I'm sitting here getting a trailer repaired, and I lose out on that job to go on that next job, and there's no reward for me to get the trailers repaired. They're not going to understand why drivers don't, no defects. It's just like, what's the point? You're not going to get comp for that time. For maintenance issues that had to get taken care of, and if you miss your appointment, well, sorry about that, buddy. You're just gonna have to wait till we find something else for you. So if you're coming to this company, OTR at least, come on over, driver. How close are you? Still going. Why aren't you coming over? Come on, your blinker's on. Come on. What do we got here? 82 feet. Nice. It didn't turn yellow, so we're good. But yeah, if you come to this company, just know that for the cheap 45 cents a mile, time is money. You ain't driving, you ain't making money. Maybe there's a company out there that'll appreciate me for taking the time out of my day to make sure the vehicle and the trailer that I'm hauling is safe to drive on the road, and that I won't have any maintenance breakdowns while I'm driving. I've only had 2 maintenance breakdowns while I'm driving, and those both were on the tractor. One was a faulty air dryer, and the other was, both in the International, the other one was the transmission refused to shift. I'll leave it at that. You come to this company, beware. Like they say, or at least I've seen somewhere, every new graduate leaves after 90 days. Hopefully you didn't get hornswoggled into the training program that they offer, and you're stuck with that contract. Luckily, I didn't get stuck with that contract. I'm a free agent. I can go as I please. I'm not committed. I don't have any commitments. I don't have any contracts I got to worry about. Anyways, Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Kwanzaa. I don't know how you say Merry Christmas in Arabic. Wait, you're Muslim. They don't. Yeah, maybe I'll post this one tonight. Might get me to a truck stop with Wi-Fi. Yeah. Screw it. Yep, okay.